Hello, my name's Peter Stearne and I'm delighted to be able to tell you about my talks for the Cruise Lecturers Association. I'm from a mechanical engineering background and have a lifelong interest in steam and Victorian fun fairs. The combination of these two interests leads me into a series of talks that I have to offer. I have a talk that explores the history of the fun fair from around 1200 to about 1870. This will cover the charter fairs, the mock fairs and the trade fairs, all of which feed into the roots of what we know today as the fun fair. The talk will jump forward and conclude with a discussion of how the charters are maintained today when circumstances make opening a fair difficult. Following on from the roots of the fair, I have a talk about the major elements of the fun fair from about 1870 to about the Second World War. We'll explore the development of the classic galloper ride with its many carved horses and consider the horses that are being carved in America and in the UK. We'll look at the design and development of the huge switchback rides in the 1920s and finally a study of the waltzer and the skid. We'll have a little bit of time to consider the development of the mobile Ferris wheel and the part the Great Depression in America had to play. War and the military have their links to the fun fair too, dating back to about 1870. And this talk looks at how these links came about. There's the obvious overlap of a shooting gallery, but the talk will go on to discuss parachute training and cavalry officer training. There'll be some thoughts about how the fair functioned during the Second World War, and finally how the Showman's Guild came to buy and repair a Spitfire. Over the last 6 years or so, I've built a fully working, steam-powered, quarter-sized fairground. This talk will look at the issues associated with large-scale fairground modelling, the general process of building the rides and especially carving the horses from solid wood, and the construction of a steam showman's engine used to power the rides. Stepping aside from the fair a little, in the 1960s my father was responsible for the restoration and showing of a very large collection of steam traction engines in the ownership of a farmer. The talk will tell tales from those years and goes on to consider the issues of repair, maintenance and showing of these fantastic machines today. So you can see I have a strong interest in fairs and road-going steam engines, and I hope there's something here that will pique your interest. Thank you.